We're back to continuing on with this situation. And like I said, I'm going to be doing a live stream about this, but we're going to have content all day. All day. This is my field. I feel so at home. To be talking about these false prophets, these false teachers, it's like I'm back. Feels good. Let's play the tape. See what else she has to say. We're talking about the false prophetess who proclaimed that T.D. Jakes would die a year ago. If you watched the last video that we did, I talked about how said woman is not called by God. She is not supposed to be doing none of this. It's a hustle. It's what people do to gather attention to themselves. It's like nowadays what we have is false prophets trying to expose other false prophets. It's really out of hand out here. You got all these teachers, all these people proclaiming that they got this word from the Lord, but none of these people's lives are a reflection of the things they claim they are about. So let's listen to some more of this nonsense so we could break it down.
And so the prophecy came on January the 5th, 2021. I held this prophecy back because it was full of people dying.
So she says she held the prophecy back because it was too many people dying. Real prophets of the Most High don't hide anything. Why would you hold back something that God said to talk about? You see what I mean? Let's go.
The prophecy, I finally published it on July 11th, 2022, yet I had received it as far back as January 5. And one of the people that God said was going to die is the man T.B. Joshua. And he did die. And
many people died, and many people died. And what exactly did his death do for the church? What exactly? Because people are still blind, people are still in sin, and people still don't know that they're biblical Israelites. So what exactly did T.B. Joshua's death do for the world? False prophets are still out here. The money grubbers and the charlatans are still in business, right? The economy is still the same. Poverty is still here. People are still living from paycheck to paycheck. Marriages are on the decline. Divorces are on the rise. More women are getting pregnant out of wedlock. Fornication, adultery, the rainbow is all within the church. So what exactly did T.B. Joshua's death do? See, what the false prophetess love to do is keep you entertained with nonsense. It's like when Eddie Long was going through what he was going through, I made it very clear that he was going to be put to death. I didn't say that he's going to be put to death to entertain you. And what happened was, right when I said that, he started to die. And we started to see him slowly deteriorate right on camera. Literally withering away. It was a scary thing to see. If you go back to his older videos, you'll see him go from a man that is in these muscle shirts to a man that's literally turned into a pretzel. Literally just got skinny. Very, very fast. People couldn't believe what was happening to him. Well, what happened to him was exactly what I said. But see, what she's saying is that he's just going to die. And she said this a year ago, but it didn't happen yet. That's a problem. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
prophecy was still unpublished. God said that teachers should know they will receive a stricter judgment. And in this prophecy, because the Lord was putting so much pressure on me, let me tell you, believers.
So he was putting so much pressure on you, but all of the men of the Lord that are in the world, none of them got this prophecy. Right? Only you. Out of all the men that were awake on the highways and byways and teaching, they didn't get this message. Only you. You got the telephone call from the Lord, right? Okay.
That now one of the strongest things that God says to me is, do not hold back my words. It's not exactly a threat, but it's kind of like what God told Jeremiah right at the beginning when he called him. He said that you will go to whoever I tell you to go to.
Do you see how she's comparing herself to Jeremiah? Do you see that? She's literally comparing herself to the prophets. This is what's really happening today. This is the sick world we're in right now. But you know what's so sad about this? Many of you believe her. No matter what I tell you, you really believe she's a prophetess. You really believe that she's from God. Just like you believed that Juanita Bynum was a prophetess. You remember all of that threshing floor garbage that she used to do back in the days? You remember that? Yeah, remember my video about the $5,000 pen? Yeah, remember the situation with her and Bishop Weeks?
What?
Do you remember that?
TV.
Come on now. You see, all of these things I've talked about over the years, none of this stuff is new. That's why it's funny to me to hear this woman talk about prophecies.
And when you go there, you're going to speak all my words, not some of them. You will go to whom I send you, and you will say what I give you to say. And what he told Jeremiah is, if you get out there and let the public pressure and the people going, why don't you prophesy about this? Why don't you prophesy anything good? How come you say you're a prophet and God hasn't given you this vision yet and this revelation yet? God told Jeremiah in private, you get out there and you let the mouths of those people control you like a radio dial and tell you to say what they want you to say. God told him, I will confound you in front of them. I will dismay you. Do you know what dismay is? It is a kind of utter hopelessness when the thing you are hoping for fails. It's like applying for housing and getting told that you have to wait until 3034 to get considered or put on the waiting list. It is a sinking feeling when God tells you that. And I made up my mind from the beginning that nothing would come out of my mouth hooked out by what people want to hear.
Now, listen to this. She just said that she made up in her mind a long time ago that she's not going to be one of those people that pretty much tickle people's ears by speaking the things that they want to hear. But that's exactly what she's doing. She's speaking the things that they want to hear. They want to hear, Bishop Jakes. Yeah, man, TD Jakes. Yeah, he's gonna die. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, he's gonna die with scandal. Oh my goodness, she prophesied this a year ago? Wow, she exposed him a year ago. Oh my goodness, it's just such amazing. She's telling you exactly what you want to hear. That's exactly what she's doing.
And so God was speaking of the fall of pastors, and in this old prophecy, January 5, 2021, a long time ago, a year ago, where God had named names of who will die, the same names from 2014 came back. Joyce Meyer, Dave Meyer, Creflo Dollar, Taffy Dollar.
Now she said Joyce Meyer, Creflo Dollar, Taffy Dollar. They're still alive. And the crazy thing about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that even if they were to die, they're older. So it's not like this prophecy happened while these particular individuals are like in their 30s, early 40s. No, these people are up there in their age now, man. So them dying, it's not going to be a surprise. I mean, Joyce Meyer is probably like damn near 80 years old. So if Joyce Meyer was to die anytime soon, it's not going to be like, oh, wow, her prophecy came to pass. No, that woman is like 80 years old now. She already lived her life. She already fleeced the flock. She already did all the damage that she could do. So why would God kill her now? This woman is a false prophet, fam. Wake up and smell the coffee. So she said, Joyce Meyer, Creflo Dollar, Taffy Dollar. Let's see who else.
TD Jakes, Eddie Long, Benny Hinn. These were the same names that God had spoken and broken them up into righteous departure, unrighteous departure.
Righteous departure, unrighteous departure. What? Fam, I've been said that Eddie Long was going to get taken out. And Eddie Long got taken out at a time when he really was starting to cook. See? So when I talked about it, it really happened. And it happened right within the timing of all the scandal. You see what I'm saying? So for her to be saying these things and all these other individuals are still alive, she's a false prophet. Even the Bible tells you that. It says that if a man proclaims something that he's proclaiming is of the Lord, and that thing which he says doesn't come to pass, then that man is a false prophet. So she's a false prophet. Let's go.
He said that for bringing the unrighteous, corrupt, wicked doctrine, false doctrine, and corrupting, misleading, and fooling the church.
But you said earlier that, and we talking about from the last video that I uploaded, we were looking at a section where she was talking as if though T.D. Jakes was called by God at one point in his life. No, a false teacher is not called by God. Why would God, who is all-knowing, omnipresent, know what's going on in the world, call someone who is false? Why would he call someone whom he know is gonna be a false teacher? Does that make sense? So God is the author of false teachers then. Because if he's God Almighty, he should know that said brother is a false prophet, a false teacher, knowing he's gonna mislead people. So that means that if a false teacher is a false teacher, we can't even blame the false teacher no more because God knew. This woman is a false teacher, guys. Trust and believe that.
He was going to judge them, but that's not all he said. God was speaking and saying that T.D. Jakes, that was the first time I understood the 24:14 prophecy, is a Freemason, that this man has taken...
Fam, all of this, I said this stuff years ago. Listen, fam, all this stuff this woman is saying, I've already talked about this stuff years ago. None of this stuff is new. I promise you, none of this stuff is new. Those of you that are watching right now, that are watching this premiere video, put a 1 in the live chat, because again, this is a pre-recorded video, right? But being that it's a premiere, I can say this, being that I know that the live chat is live. So put a 1 in the chat, fam. If you heard me way back in the days exposing T.D. Jakes, talking about all these different things, just put a 1 in the chat so these people could see. Because this woman is talking about this prophecy she made a year ago as if though it's something new. This is not new. T.D. Jakes is pushing 70 years old. He don't even look like he have good health. That man can die at any minute. You understand what I'm saying? But it's not because she made a proclamation or some sort of prophecy or whatever the case is. No. If the Most High gonna take somebody out, he not gonna wait till when they old to do it. He would have did that while they're in their prime years to make an example out of them, that people would believe that he did it. But if somebody's 70, 80 years old and they just happen to die, it's not because this woman said it. They just had poor health. Let's get back to the tapes.
Cultic vows, and that he is part of a brotherhood.
Everybody knows this already. You ain't saying nothing new. Like, listen, fam, seriously speaking, I've been talking about T.D. Jakes being a Freemason many, many years ago. We talking about way back. She's not saying nothing new. She's regurgitating what she heard from other people, fam. This is crazy, man.
That he is serving Satan, who is his true Lord and Master.
If he's serving Satan, why earlier in your prophecy you were proclaiming that he was with God and that he turned from God and went this way? What are you doing? You're not making no sense. This is how I know you're a false prophetess, fam. She's false, gang.
And therefore, he is using his gifts and abilities to cloud.
How could he be using gifts? He don't have gifts. If he's with the devil, he don't have a gift from God. You're lying on God. Now you're saying that he's using his gifts. Why would God give a false prophet a gift to mislead people? This is too easy for me, man.
The mind of people. Do you know what it is when you are in a ministry and someone is working in the dark arts? Someone has taken an oath to Satan. You're sitting there thinking your pastor has taken an oath to God.
First of all, what oath to God? What are you talking about? You don't take an oath to God, fam. All of these Christian pastors are false. All of them. None of them are true. Not even you. And I can see right through you. You're not a prophetess. Most High didn't call you to do this. You're doing this as a gimmick. I can see right through the nonsense, man. Shenanigans, man.
And as God revealed in the problem in the African churches, you're sitting there and a man has taken an oath
Listen, all of them churches in them African churches is false. They're all false, man. It's a business to make money. They play on the minds of people. Do you understand me? Show me a Christian pastor. One. Show me one Christian pastor that have gotten out of his big mega church, went down to a hospital, and started laying hands on the sick and made all of them healed. Show me one. None of these guys have power. None of them.
An entity with breast and a tail sitting under the sea on a throne with a crown on her head.
And you know what's so funny about this is actually the way she's trying to communicate as if though she's eloquent. You know? I've seen many false prophetesses like this that they try to talk the same exact way. It's like they try to make themselves sound like, thus saith the Lord, God is working a new miracle. And, according to the Bible and prophecy, I've been telling you that God is definitely moving in the spirit because as a prophetess, I've been in prayer and I've been speaking to the Lord and I've had my veil on my head and I can definitely say that God is working a new miracle.
What?
This is what's going on, people. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth, fam. It's really crazy out here, man. Everybody got the prophetic prophecies now, fam. To all you Christians that are now tuning in, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hopefully, we're going to wake you up, just like I woke up millions upon millions of people back in the day. I'm here to literally wake you up. You're literally being drawn to the platform because the Most High is sending you over here. This is where you're supposed to be at. You're supposed to be listening to me right now so we could wake you up from that religion that's keeping you in darkness. We're going to get you right with the Most High because you're following the religion of Christianity. I'm trying to get you connected to the Creator, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not the religion of Christianity, which is keeping you blind. Let's get back to the tapes.
The queen of her coast and her little minor deities. Your pastor serves that thing and then stands before you, preaches a word of seduction to you, has taken the souls of the members in covenant and can hand them over at any time to pay his dues under the sea. I don't know much about Freemasonry.
So you don't know much about Freemasonry, but you're talking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't see that she's a false prophetess? How can you be a prophetess, proclaim Bishop Jakes as being a Freemason, but you don't know much about Freemasonry? I'm telling you, man. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy, fam. Absolutely crazy. Well, we're going to be on for about 5 more minutes. I would do 5 more minutes, and then I'm just going to go live and talk about this thing. You know what I'm saying? Top of the morning. It is what it is. I just want some pre-recorded videos into the algorithm. You know how it is. Let's just get this thing. Let's go.
I just know that it's a thing that serves the devil, especially at the highest level. And they're a tight brotherhood that is giving out no secrets. So that is, cornucopia is the second indictment, 2019. The third indictment, no more false prophecy. Ministers who are going to depart the life, because God said the 10-year period has come to an end, and the people he was named.
The 10-year period? Where is that in the scriptures? Like, seriously, fam, the 10-year period, where's she getting this stuff from? How come the Lord didn't tell me about this 10-year period? This is crazy, man. It's really, really sick stuff.
T.B. Joshua, Frederick Price, even the lady who was still alive.
Frederick Price, listen, she's talking about all of these old guys, these old men. Like, come on now. So the Lord didn't want to take them out when I was coming up in the game as a kid. I can recall being a little kid and Casey Price was on TV. I remember the music. Do you believe in evidence? Evidence? Do you believe in evidence? Yeah. Y'all remember that mess? As a little kid, I remember. I used to come on TV early in the morning, and right after that I would watch cartoons and whatnot, you know? So how come the Most High didn't take him out back then? So why are you saying this now? These ain't no prophecies, fam. You're just tickling the ears of the people, making yourself appear as if though you're powerful.
Marilyn Hickey, he said that it's game up for them, that their corruption is so deep, and he's going to take them away. The third indictment.
So their corruption is so deep, he's going to take them away, but the damage is already done, though. The damage is already done, and the people are still corrupt. No changes has been made. So removing any of these people is not changing the people. The people are still corrupt. So when you hear these type of things, see, here's the difference between me and this woman, right? When I said that Eddie Long was going to be taken out, there was a purpose behind him being taken out. You get what I'm saying? Because he had a congregation, a mega church that he was leading to the pits. And when he got taken out, the sheep literally scattered. And when they scattered, they were free. They were free now during that time to get right with the Most High. Not only that, the young men who he was touching, putting heavy meat inside, they were let free. Do you get that? But now, with the men she's talking about, these people are already indoctrinated. We're in 2023, about to go into 2024. These people are indoctrinated in the religion of Christianity. So even if TD Snakes die tomorrow, right, the people are going to still remain the same. They're going to still be religious. They're going to still fight to protect their massa. I got people, they come into my comment section every single minute telling me a bunch of garbage because I'm talking about TD Jakes and Creflo Dollar. Because why? They worship pastors. They worship these people more than God. That's what religion do to people. It literally turned them into zombies. But anyway, y'all, let me play the tape. We're going to wrap it up, and then I'm just going to pretty much go live.
Here we are, the fourth indictment, title of the prophecy, T.D. Jakes and the Fivefold Ministry. When I woke up today, I heard the Lord said that you will make that video today, the one about T.D. Jakes. That man is going to die in scandal, and I will have no further mercy on him.
He's going to die in scandal, and he's not going to have no further mercy on him? See, you're contradicting yourself. If the Most High is not going to have no more mercy on him, if he always been a false teacher, why would the Most High have mercy to begin with? See, this is not making sense. She's speaking as if though T.D. Jakes was at one point in time leading the people the right way. T.D. Jakes has always been a false prophet. I've talked about this on this channel many times. I've talked about this back in the day on the Ringo for Life channel, the Ringo TV Raw channel, in my classic videos that are all on my Patreon site. So this is not new. You're talking as if though this man was doing the right thing at one point, and now the Most High is saying, hey, I'm not going to have no more mercy on him. This doesn't even make any sense. But anyway, y'all, man, we're going to get up on out of here, fam. I'm just going to go live and pretty much break down this particular video, fam, and talk about this thing. So, hey, after this video, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm going to be going live So while you're watching the premieres of these particular videos, once you're up to this one and it's at the ending of this one, I'm going to go live right after that one. So I'm going to go upload these videos, make you watch these. And again, right after this, you're going to see the notification of me going live, and I'm going to pretty much talk about this video in real time with you. So that being said, fam, make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Ringo TV Reactions. And that's about it, fam. I'm out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.